And it's a beautiful day at the Whataburger Field and at the ballpark. There it is, live pictures as there's an exhibition game going to start in about 20 minutes. We'll hear from Sports Director Alan Harwell about it. But first, we'll talk about the weather. Look at those beautiful blue skies there and also here on our downtown WeatherBug camera, looking south and looking good. But it was 93 degrees today, just 2 off the all-time record high, and 70 degrees on our morning low. There's that rainfall deficit of over 2 inches below normal for the year. Wind gusts today, this is the only problem with stirring up the dirt because of the lack of rainfall. 35 miles an hour at Portland and Corpus Christi, 32 in Robstown, and 36 in Kingsville, Alice, and also Falfurrias. So it was a windy day. Take a look at the time lapse behind me here. It started out pretty gloomy, didn't it? And again, it looked like rain for a few moments, and then the sun came out, and it was a beautiful but hot day here in South Texas until those breezes took over. And now we've got the gusty northerly winds ushering in that Canadian air, which we don't see too often in April down here in South Texas. There it is, north of 23, 85 degrees and sunny skies. And that's showing up on the surface map too, with dry air funneling in from the northwest around high pressure. Big storm system in the upper Midwest causing snow all the way to the Canadian border from Minnesota and Wisconsin. And that front will looping through the Ohio Valley in the southeastern U.S. right now with significant rain there. That's pushing off to the east. As high pressure builds in tomorrow, we're going to see a dynamite day because the dry air will continue and we'll see less wind with that sunshine to go around and more seasonable temperatures. High pressure off to the east on Friday gives us a light return flow off the Gulf, and that continues into Saturday afternoon, warm and humid with mostly sunny skies. But here comes the wind and humidity and clouds on Sunday, and that lasts through most of next week because that low doesn't make it into South Texas with the trailing cold front. So that's going to hang out in the Plains states most of next week with snow in the Rockies behind it, but not for us. And maybe a little bit cooler temperatures by the time we get to the end of next week. Here's the water vapor imagery showing the dry air. That will ensure clear skies both day and night and beautiful conditions once the winds lay. The dew point temperatures are very low and in the 30s in the morning, and ideally that's where we would end up on our low temperature if this was January instead of April. And we had light winds, but we don't have light winds, and we're 3 months more daylight now than we were before, so we won't be anywhere near that. But we will be cool tonight, and then it'll also be very dry and with cool temperatures here on Friday morning. I think we could drop into the upper 40s here in Corpus Christi. All right, here's the winds. They're out of the north at about 20, and they'll turn to the northeast with those small craft advisories out. And then the winds lessen during the day tomorrow, about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and then light and variable on Friday morning, and fairly light through the afternoon hours on Friday as well. All right, so we have that red flag warning till 8 o'clock tonight, very elevated and high fire danger, so be careful. Sunny and windy tomorrow, north winds offshore 12 to 22 knots, choppy to rough bay waters, 5 to 7 foot seas, but improving throughout the day. Walking the dog tonight, looking good. Temperatures dropping through the 70s after sunset and winds holding at about 20 miles an hour. You'll love it. 48 degrees in George West, 53 in Sinton, and 54 here with 60s along the coast. And the highs tomorrow will be in the 80s area-wide with the exception of Rockport at 79 and 78 in Flower Bluff and out on the island. So the forecast for tonight, oh my, great sleeping weather, cool, much cooler with clear skies and 54 degrees. And for tomorrow, 81 on the high, 49, there it is on Friday morning, 83 Friday afternoon, very pleasant, 56 and 85 Saturday. The winds take over Saturday night. That brings in humidity and more clouds Sunday through Wednesday of next week, and temperatures above normal, both lows and highs, but the rainfall pretty much non-existent through the middle of next week.